Hey, good afternoon, my VCV friends, my Facebook fan, my YouTube channel friends. How you doing? This is your welcome, your wonderful, happy VCV CEO update, and I'm Tony Williams. And I here, as usual, we're getting to the last and final update for our upcoming conference. And I tell you that this is going to be such a great conference. I can't wait to explain it to you. Can't wait to see what's going on, what we got to provide for you. And one of the things that I do, reason why I'm doing it is because it's personal. Hold 1 second, and you'll see what I mean.
Must have been cold there in my shadow. You never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine. You always walked step behind. See, I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. It's only a face without a name. I never once heard you complain. No. Did you ever know that you were my hero? You're everything I would like to be. Everything I would like to be. I could fly higher than an eagle. Yeah. You are the wind beneath my wings. Might never be to go unnoticed. But daddy, I've got it all right here in my heart. Yes, I know. I want you to know. I know the truth. I know the truth about it. I would be nothing, zero without you. Did you ever know you're my hero? If you didn't, I'm telling you now, Daddy, you're everything I would like.
Yeah, and that's a picture of me when I followed my dad. Even the military, I stay military, and like I said before, it's personal. This conference coming up, the Serving Elderly Veterans Conference, is personal. I have been with my dad navigating the VA system and the system in general, trying to find out what resources were available. So it's personal. And in fact, just last week, my dad's 88th birthday, and I made sure I was there for his birthday. So it's personal. And I have the platform. So this whole conference, and for those of you who maybe never heard about it, it's called Serving Our Elderly Veterans Conference. It's going to be this weekend, this Saturday, August 24th from 8 to 4 p.m. We got so much stuff going on. I'm going to show you the agenda as well. And it's free. We're going to feed you. There's absolutely no reason why you should not be there. We're going to these are ways of finding resources out there for your mother, father, sister, brother who are in their senior, who are elderly. And some people say, what is elderly? Well, by the federal law and state law, elderly is 60s and older. And one of the things that Florida Department of Veteran Affairs had quoted out saying there's over 719,000 veterans who are over age 65. So not even counting the 60. So what are the resources that are out there? Where do I take my dad or my mom? What if something's missing? You come to this conference, and that is what we are going to talk about. But before I go on further, I want to thank our sponsors. We have our sponsors of Empath, who's a silver sponsor. Empath, thank you, Empath, for help sponsoring this, because we need some, all this stuff is free, so we got to find a way to pay for it. That's one. Thank you, Empath, for sponsoring as a silver sponsor. We want to thank Project Vet Relief as a silver sponsor as well. And we also want to thank about Hillsborough Veteran County, the County Hillsborough County, because of their sponsorship as well. And then finally, last but not least, the title sponsor, which is Veterans Counseling Veterans. So can't forget us, because we put a lot into it as well. So definitely got to thank our sponsors. So first I want to show you is that boom, this is where it's going to be. It's a nice location. Okay, Lots of room, plenty of parking. It's at the Egypt Shriners Club off of 50, so that you go in that way. We'll have some people out there to help guide you in. And it's going to be a nice location, so a good time. We're going to feed you breakfast, lunch, well, a little bit of breakfast, a lot of lunch, and a little bit of snacks. So this is the location, 5017 East Washington Street Avenue, Tampa, Florida. So we want to make sure that you go into a nice place as well when you come to this conference. So this last and final update, we want to sit there and kind of do a rundown of what to expect. What are we going to see, Tony? Why are we coming? Am I wasting my time? If it's a good thing, I'm telling you, we got such a key components of this this event that really you should get paid for it, right? I mean, but you know, it's a nonprofit, so you're going free. But I'm telling you, do not shortchange. We got people who are part of this, and I'm going to do a real quick rundown just so you can find out. So one of the people, our participants will be Matthew Hall, who is actually a Navy guy. He will be talking about the legal documentation. So I'm telling you, you want to talk about fighting with the arm behind your back. Try not to have legal documentation you need to make sure you take care of that family member. So Matt is going to sit there and give you that information on what you need to have and stuff when it comes to the legal piece. We also have Dr. Tajana Bulat, and she's responsible for the whole this what's called Community Living Center. And you'll learn more about not just the Community Living Center. We're going to talk about the Geriatric Extended Care Program for the James A. Early VA. And you will find out it is a huge beast. Over 7 programs that the VA takes care of as well. You're also going to have the actual deputy executive of Florida Department of Veteran Affairs. Bob Azal is going to be there to talk about all the VA has to offer when it comes to nursing homes, domiciliary, and also we find out and new things that are coming up from the adult daycare to as well as they're building another nursing home, which will make it 10. We will actually have the most nursing homes in the country once we finish up with this home. We're going to talk about the caregiver program. A lot of people that may have not heard about the caregiver program. If you qualify, and that's the whole key, if you qualify, the VA will actually pay a caregiver to take care of that veteran. So but you got to know what's part of that as well. And here we got, very important. We're going to hear the families, right? The family support is going to be moderated by Dr. Natasha DeLentz. She's had lots of experience about nursing homes. She's a veteran, 8-year Army veteran, PhD in health administration. Boom. She is going to be a great moderator. We're going to have part of that. And a special surprise coming up. Pamala McCoy, who is the wife of a spouse of a retired Air Force veteran. Her father's also in the Air Force. And she's going to be part of that. And her thing's kind of unique because what happens if you live here and your parent lives over there? What do you got going on? She's going to be able to talk that. We got Jason Stewart. Jason, who is a retired Air Force. He got a double whammy because not only is his father a veteran, his mom's a veteran too. He got both of them. They both moved here. He's gonna bring some his journey of trying to take care of his parents. And last but not least, we have Dr. Amboy, Renee Amboy. She has her father, just like and you'll find her earlier as well. Her father's 91. They celebrate their half birthdays. Instead of once a year, do it twice a year. So we got a panel. We're going to hear a lot about what does it really take to take care of that family as well. So we got a lot going on, and it's for free. So let's take a look at the agenda real quick. I know it may look tiny in there, and I'll just do a real quick rundown. So we're going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning, be there till 4 o'clock. We're going to talk about nursing homes. We're going to have the VA geriatric extended care by Dr. Tajana Bulat, you see Leslie Sutton, she like going by Romano. We'll be talking from James A. Haley. We got the benefits early from Karen Martell. She's from the Hillsborough Veteran Service and Consumer Affairs Committee. She'll be there talking about the Matthew Howell, like I said, from Bay Area Legal. Advocacy for Veterans. We're going to have several organizations: the Alzheimer's Association, the Elizabeth Dole Foundation, the AARP. That's going to be, and then senior in service. I got to add that in there. They're going to be there for the advocacy. Family caregiver program I just told you before, and then we got our caregivers. I got to add in Jason, and then finally the mental wellness. Mental wellness I think is so important because we rarely hear about the mental health of somebody who's elderly. So what does PTSD look like when you're 75? What is the treatment for depression if you're 80 years old like my dad and you've lost your spouse? You're the only one surviving from your family. You got health issues. You kind of feel isolated, self-isolated. So you got to treat that person different than just a 30, 40-year-old who's going through a bump in the road. So you got to understand that. We're going to talk about Alzheimer's. We're going to talk about things you have not usually heard about, because we're talking about elderly veterans. And also we have a new addition, and we have Dr. Annette Bosworth, who does assessments. So we're going to also hear about some of the assessment that it takes whenever you bring your mother and father to the area. Whoa, so that's a lot, guys. And I tell you what, you got to be here. If you're not here, then come on now. What is it going to take? Sit there and make sure you take care of your parents, your family, your parents, whatever. It's just being here, and it's for free. August 24th, 8 to 4, Saturday, over at the Edith Shriners Club. Okay, so now we got a special guest for you guys, and we talked about it earlier. We got the one half. We're expecting Jason's Master Chief, but we also got Pamala. And I want to introduce to you one of our guests that's going to be part of the panel, and she's going to tell you a little bit what her role is in doing this, and then why you should be here. So, to no further ado, let me bring up Pamala. How you doing, Pamala?
Hello. Thank you so much, Tony. I am delighted to be here. Welcome to your audience. Listen. Saturday, August the 24th from 8 to 4. Tony gave you a high-level overview, gave you some insight into the agenda. If you are a veteran, if you are a caregiver, or if you know someone who is in those roles, you really don't want to miss this opportunity to partake in the information that's going to be shared at this conference. As he said, all it's going to cost you is time, right? It is absolutely free, no cost to attend. We're going to educate you. We're going to share information. We're going to connect. We're going to give you tools to equip you, to empower you in these roles as the veteran or as the caregiver of a veteran. So you really don't want to miss this opportunity. I cannot stress it enough. I'll share a little bit about my journey. The panel we each are going to share some insights from our own perspective of our own personal journeys. But yeah, I cannot stress enough to come on out and join us. We're going to feed you, and you're going to get information. So why not, right? Looking forward to seeing each and every one of you on Saturday.
So tell us you see that picture there. Tell us who we're looking at here.
You guys are looking at my wonderful rock star, my dad, who is 91 years old. He turned 91 on April the 22nd of this year, and that's us on his birthday. I'm definitely a dad's girl. So you see in the bottom right, my husband, my heartbeat, as I refer to him. He is also a vet. He served 30 years in the Air Force. We got married on my dad's birthday. So we turned 29 years married. We've been together like 33. And my dad turned 91. So that's the split screen, celebrating on April the 22nd.
Thank you very much. And you bring it to life. So this is just not about the veterans, the whole family's involved. You talk about your husband being involved, you're involved. And your dad lives where?
My dad is in North Carolina, and I'm here in Tampa. And so as Tony, being this caregiver, trying to get his benefits lined up when I'm in Florida most of the time, and he's in North Carolina, though I make that trip on the regular. I'm there at least once a month. Or what have you, but it's still challenging. So we'll talk more in detail about that. But yeah, it is what it is.
Thanks, Pamela.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pamela. I really appreciate, and we can come out here and see on Saturday, as Pamela said, all these things you need to know to help care for that family member. In this case here, it's Lenzy, 91 years old. Woo!
91 years young. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Pamela. I really appreciate it. Whew. So there you got a chance to introduce you to one of our panelists. We have three more that will be there that will as well. We have Dr. Renee Amboy is going to be there. We're going to have and Jason, and then we have Natasha will be moderating. And before we go off, I want to say that I'm out there promoting, and I want to show you what that kind of looks like before we end this segment. So I want you to take a look at this real quick. Too long. All right. Technical problems. I'm sorry about that. I was going to show you something that I was so proud of, but couldn't do it this year. So we'll see it later on. But what I will tell you, what I want to show in the video is that I was out there at the Hillsborough Board of County Commissioners. I let them know what was going on because it's their constituents as well, right? People who are going to be there on Saturday are also constituents of the commissioners, the mayor, all the guys. So it was good for them to be out there to hear what they got to say. Whew. That tells us a lot. Can't wait to see you guys again. Share. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I always want to leave off with people what I call sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. For those out there who have been with me sharing this event, I want to give you shout outs. I want to give a shout out to Michelle Everson from NDA, Tim Coleman, Marilyn Wastrop from the AUSA Suncoast, Gianna Rosario, Trudy Bill from Empath. Thank you, Trudy. Joshua Bean, Robin Johnson, my cousin, Tony McCoy, Natasha Pierre, a road dog out there when it comes to mental health, Johnny Ferris, Lewis Swartz, Ashley Lee. You'll see Ashley. She's part of the Elizabeth Dole. She'll be one of our panelists. Colin Trout and Colleen Trout and her husband Roger Trout. From the reserves, Ambassador James P., who's been a triple dipper. And I got Johnny. Johnny been out there so much, he said that twice. So anyway, I want to definitely thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. It takes nothing to share, and it takes a lot to care. So sharing is caring. Please promote this. Whew. Until then, you got a lot. See you on Saturday, 24th of August, 8 to 4. We feed you. It's for free. It's called Serving Our Elderly Veterans. See you on that day. Until then, it's Tony Williams. Outro.